Morning, folks. It sure is a humid one. It's 69 degrees. It's like 97% humidity. It's very, very muggy out. And it's supposed to be, I think, 90 today. So it'll be a warm one. So this is what I've been doing. I did it yesterday. Been doing it today. I've got a Muscovy duck that was trampled by a goose, and it hurt its neck. So I don't know if it'll make it or not. It was the runt, and I've just got a piece of toilet paper roll. I cut it to size, taped it, and I am making sure that it eats. Not eating all that great. It's not drinking all that great. But this was the runt, and we're gonna try to save it. Right? So I've got this yellow t-shirt on in case it poops, right? So I am over here. Let me see if I can't turn you around. So I am over here at the new garden area that I'm trying to establish. This was new ground. All it is a ditch. It was filled with blackberry bushes and alders. It looked like this right here. So it's nothing fancy. I put a trellis, a string trellis up there, and a wooden pole trellis down there for my beans. Put a fence around it because of the rabbit and my geese, right? Really raised havoc over here with the tomatoes. So let me bring you inside and see you. Let me bring you inside and show you what's happening and what I have done. So, as some of you may remember, my tomatoes got a really, really late start. And not only did I transplant them when they were already stunted, the rabbit and the geese got into them. So over here I've got I've got 5 tomato plants left over here. But they're doing pretty good. They're not going to, because they are stunted, they're not as tall as they would have been. Remember, this was poor soil, but I do have blossoms, so there's some hope for some late tomatoes. Over here, where I pulled the tomatoes that were eaten, I just put some pole beans so they can climb up the string. They're doing pretty good. This tomato plant, I just shoved in a bucket and just leaned it up there, put a string, and it's climbing up the string nicely, or I'm training it to be. There's some more pole beans, and in between the strings, last Friday I planted some beets. I've got some peas. And again, in between those, I've got some beets. Over here, I've got cucumbers. Another tomato plant. Cucumbers, peas, beets, tomatoes. Over here are my pole beans. They are trying to set on blossoms. That's good. My cucumbers are struggling over here. They are just stunted, but I've got blossoms. I'm just allowing them to run. And yesterday I just come over here and hand pulled crabgrass and blackberry plants that are relentless. So they're not doing too bad for the poor soil. Real poor soil over here, folks. I keep amending it. And the further this way, the worse the cucumbers look, the cucumber plants look. And those there don't look all that great. Awful small. And right there. So, for having a late start and having to replant and pour soil, I guess it could look a whole lot worse. It shows promise. It does. I'm learning what this area likes and what it doesn't. And I'll keep amending throughout the time that I choose to plant over here. In these buckets right there, I've got some beets growing. I don't remember what I put there. Looks like weeds are growing. Looks like weeds are growing. There's a handful of Swiss chard. I don't remember what I planted there. And I don't remember what I planted there, but it doesn't look like anything is coming up but weeds. So, where this used to be a lot of all in through here, used to be a bunch of blackberries. I can still get in here and pick the wild blackberries. I could either work this side of the fence or get on the other side of the fence and pick the blackberries. There's no shortage of blackberries around within easy reach, so that's good. I did plant the beets last Friday, and some of them are poking through already. So I put the old compost right to them. Put the compost around here. Like I said, it's supposed to be hot and full sun today, very muggy. These plants were watered well yesterday, so I think they will do all right because it tends to bake over here. So, if I keep this as a small garden area, I will definitely be filling in like there's little divots, and I took the small brush stumps out or cut them at ground level. I've got to fill in some holes, but I think I might try to keep this area established. This area here, this whole fenced in area here is, I've dedicated this area to the Camp Road garden. So anybody that lives on this road can feel free to come in here and pick what they want to eat. There won't be enough to can and process, but it'll give them either a meal or an addition to a meal or something to snack on, right? So this area is for everyone on this road, and everyone on this road is family. So they've all been made aware of that as of last Friday. I did ask that they don't be bashful, but remember others may want to pick in here as well. So share, I don't think there'll ever be a problem with that in here. But to make sure, I'll maintain it, I'll water it, I'll feed the plants, I'll weed, I will mow, and any bugs that I find, I will take care of those. All they have to do is make sure they come in here and harvest so it doesn't go to waste. I've got other garden areas, and not everybody has the space or the time to plant, or they're not established enough in here to get a garden going. So it'll give them something fresh to eat. So this little baby, wish it luck. I'm doing what I can. Whether it makes it or not, we don't know. But I'm going to make sure it eats, and it's hand watering and hand feeding. and we'll just see. We'll just see. That cardboard, I don't know if I mentioned it before, that cardboard with the tape, that's just to help keep its neck straight. It is not wry neck. That I do know. I saw the goose step on the head and just stand there. And by the time I got over to the duck, I thought it was dead. Whether it makes it or not, I don't know. So I know it's not wry neck. It just has an injury. And like I said, we don't know if it's going to come out of it or not. I'm going to do my best